Okay, we've got to simplify this particular expression. Now, to do this, what I would want to do is say that this is identical to rather than equals, and we want to put this over a common denominator because we're subtracting the two fractions, and I can see that that common denominator's got to be 2 bracket x minus 1 bracket 2x minus 1. We're short of the factor 2x minus 1 here, so what we could do is just copy down this first fraction, 4x minus 1 then, over 2 bracket x minus 1, and we could multiply top and bottom here by 2x minus 1. 2x minus 1 over 2x minus 1. It's as if we're multiplying this fraction by 1, so it's not going to alter the value of it, it's just going to change the look of it. Okay? Then we've got to subtract this other fraction, so that would be 3 then all over 2 bracket x minus 1 multiplied by 2x minus 1. So they both share the same denominator now, 2 bracket x minus 1, 2x minus 1. So what I would do is write this then as all over that common denominator, 2 bracket x minus 1, 2x minus 1. And that means that on the top here we're going to have 4x minus 1 multiplied by this. Now I've got to make sure I put this in brackets, the 4x minus 1. Okay, otherwise it's just going to look like it's 4x, take away one lot of 2x minus 1. And then we got the minus 3. Okay, I'm sure some of you would go straight to this line rather than doing this, but it's just here just to show you what's going on. Okay, well, we now need to expand the bracket, so we're going to get 8x squared, and then 4x times minus 1 is minus 4x, minus 1 times 2x is minus 2x, and minus 1 times minus 1 is plus 1. And then we've got the minus 3 on the end. And that's all divided by this denominator here. Don't expand the denominator out. If you do, you're going to create more terms. As it is, there's just one term here made up of 3 factors. And that would mean that we've got every chance of cancelling out some common factors on the bottom here in a moment. The question does seem to suggest that. Well, look, if we group together minus 4x and minus 2x, that's minus 6x, and we got the 1 and minus 3, that's minus 2. So what we've got here is 8x squared then minus 6x minus 2, and that's divided then by 2 bracket x minus 1, 2x minus 1. Now, as I say, there is a suggestion when it says simplify that this is going to factorize most probably. So if we look at trying to factorize this, it's got a common factor of 2 straight away. Okay, so we could pull out the 2, and then that's going to give us 4x squared minus 3x minus 1, and that will be all over our denominator, 2 bracket x minus 1 bracket 2x minus 1. And 4x squared minus 3x minus 1 will factorize again. We've got the 2 there, and if we were to factorize this, there'll be 2 brackets. Okay, and what's going to go in the top of those? Okay, what's going to go in those? Bit of trial here. It's going to be a 4x plus 1 and an x minus 1. That's right. If you check that out, you got 4x squared minus 4x plus 1x, that's the minus 3x, and 1 times minus 1 is the minus 1. So you might have to just try out a few ideas before you factorize it. So there we go, that's the top. Let's copy the bottom back in again, x minus 1 there, 2x minus 1, and you can see now we've got some common factors that we can start to cancel. We've got the 2 2's, they cancel. 2 into 2 goes 1, 2 into 2 goes 1. and we've got these common factors here of x minus 1, x minus 1, x minus 1. Cancel those. So what we've got left then is going to be 4x plus 1 all over 2x minus 1. So normally I'd write this underneath here, but we're running out of room, so rather than scrolling down, we'll just write that as being identical to 4x plus 1 all over 2x minus 1. And there you have it. That's as simple as we're going to get.